Have you ever taken a 12-hour flight just to go on a cruise? Us here at SoFlo Travel did exactly that to sail on board MSC World Europa. We sailed on World Europa to cruise the Mediterranean in late February of 2025, and this ship left us speechless. From incredible ports to hidden bars to top-tier food, this ship truly offers it all. So sit back and relax for our ship tour of MSC World Europa. Forward on Deck 5 is staterooms, 4 passenger embarkation areas, and the bottom level of Luna Park. Deck 5 midship is one of the 5 main dining rooms on board this ship. Moving up to Deck 6 forward is the first seating level of the World Theater, but we're going to show you that on Deck 7. Just after that, on starboard side is the Business Center, which consists of multiple spacious meeting rooms just like this one. Deck 6 forward also has 2 more passenger embarkation areas, and starboard side is the upper level of Luna Park Arena. Luna Park Arena is a multi-use area. During the day, they have events going on here for families, and at night, it transforms into a nightclub. Just outside of Luna Park Arena is the Games Arcade. It is a very small area, so it does get overcrowded, and do keep in mind that all these games are an extra charge. Jumping over to port side is the very popular pizza and burger venue. Here you'll always be sure to find lots of quick bites to eat, including pizza, hot dogs, burgers, chicken wings, french fries, and so much more. The food here went really fast when it was fresh, but they always made sure to have more ready to go. If you sail on World Europa, we highly recommend coming here to try the food if you're in the mood for a quick bite to eat. Also here, you'll be able to find self-service beer and wine taps. They did have some issues with running out and the machine not working on our sailing, but the crew was always very quick to fix the issue. Portside, just behind pizza and burger, is Jean Philippe Chocolate and Cafe. The chocolate here is top tier, and with just one taste, it had us buying so many things. They have everything you need to cure your sweet tooth. We actually ended up purchasing 3 World Europa chocolate ship models for ourselves and family. Over on starboard side is the shopping gallery, where you can find any necessary and unnecessary item you could need. Next to that is Future Cruise, where you can book your next MSC cruise and receive onboard booking perks. Just aft of all that, on starboard side, is guest services and the MSC excursions desk. Same thing on most cruise ships, this area was always busy, so be prepared to stand in line if you have any onboard issues or anything wrong with your excursions. Right across those is Dolce Vita Bar. This bar always hosted the majority of the daily activities, and it was very hard to get a seat in here. However, the bar service was fast and efficient for the amount of people that were here. All the way aft on Deck 6, you'll find 3 dining rooms: Hexagon, Esagano, and Bubbles. Hexagon and Esagano are the same restaurant, just on opposite sides of the ship. Bubbles is for my choice only guests. Our main dining room was Esagano, and the food was delicious. We had no complaints whatsoever about anything we ordered for dinner. The only issue I had was during lunch one day. Personally, I don't eat cheese, so I ordered a sandwich without cheese. They brought it with cheese, and then it took them 30 minutes to tell me that they couldn't make the sandwich without cheese. Usually this isn't an issue since I could just pull the cheese off, but it was melted to the main ingredients of the sandwich, so I couldn't, unless I wanted to eat just bread. Other than that little issue, the main dining room for breakfast, lunch, and dinner was phenomenal. All the way aft is the bottom seating level of the Panorama Lounge, but we're going to show you that on the next deck. Deck 7 forward is the second level of the World Theater, and you will definitely want to make sure you don't miss a single show here. MSC is not known for their shows, but the shows on this ship says they should be. Although World Europa holds just under 6,700 passengers, this theater seats just under 1,200 passengers, so there were multiple people standing at every single show. Honestly, that just goes to show you how incredible these performances are. One specific show here is called Amelia, and it is a tribute to Amelia Earhart and the talent she found while traveling the globe. These are a few clips from the show, but we're not going to show you too much and ruin the surprise of it being the first time for you. These individuals were beyond talented, and this show, along with every other one, left us speechless. Just aft of the World Theater on starboard side is the Gentleman's Barber, where you can get a fresh cut, and next to that is Masters of the Sea. This is a 2-story venue that has a different theme per floor. On this deck, it's a British pub, and this is truly a fun space. They always had live music, great drinks, incredible crew members, and an all-around good time. We actually ended up making 2 good friends here at this pub, and we still talk to them to this day, so shout out to Evan and Clarence. Jumping over to portside is TV studio and bar. This area is primarily used to host karaoke, but when they aren't, it's a chill spot to hang out at. Deck 7 mid on portside is Butcher's Cut. We did do lots of specialty dining on this trip, so we're happy to share our experiences. Butcher's Cut was the best steak we had while at sea. We both ended up getting the exact same meals, and from appetizers to dessert, we were overly impressed. Just beyond that, on port side is Kaito Sushi Bar and Teppanyaki. We did not eat here while we were on board, but every single night of our 7-night sailing, this restaurant was full. Back over on starboard side is Ola Tacos and Cantina. They had a huge menu here, and the atmosphere really made you feel like you were actually sitting in a cantina. They also had a to-go window to order food if you did not want to sit down and eat. Deck 7 mid on starboard side is the MSC shop, where you can purchase way too many things like we did. And just after that is the hub, where you can purchase any digital or physical photos. Also, the desk in between the MSC shop and the hub, you can purchase an MSC band like this one that basically becomes your cruise card. We actually love this band because it made it so convenient anytime you needed to get in your room or anything else you would need to use your cruise card for. Aft on deck 7 is the MSC Signature Casino. This casino is by far the largest we've experienced at sea. Despite being a casino, it is also used daily in the morning for disembarkation. For our 7-night sailing, there were passengers boarding and deboarding every day. The only downside to the casino is that since it was a smoking casino, the smell lingered into the venue behind it. To get to the Panorama Lounge all the way aft on deck 7, you would have to walk through the casino. The Panorama Lounge ended up being one of our favorite venues. The floor is actually a screen, so they always had something different on it throughout the day. This area had incredible seating, talented musicians, and the walk-around bar service was fast, efficient, and they even brought you free snacks during the show. On to deck 8 forward, here you'll find the MSC Avria Spa as well as Zest Juice Bar, where you can get fresh smoothies, shakes, and juices. Portside is the last of the 5 main dining rooms, but for my time, suite guests only. On starboard side is the Gin Project, which is the second level of Masters of the Sea. Just like Masters of the Sea, this bar is very large. Here they offer an extensive amount of drinks that are gin-based. Being that it is right above Masters of the Sea, you can still enjoy the live music and atmosphere. You can also get to and from this area from Masters of the Sea using these stairs. Just aft of the Gin Project on portside deck 8 midship is the Raj Polo Tea House. This tea house made you feel like you walked into a very elegant and relaxing space. They always had low music, tea time, and incredible pastries. Something to note at almost every venue midship on deck 8, they do have an outdoor area that you can enjoy as well. During our filming, this one was blocked off, but we'll show you more outside at Fizz and Elixir. Next to the tea house is Fizz Champagne Bar, which offers a wide selection of champagnes and sparkling wines. This venue, moreover, was never full, so it was always an easy place to grab a bubbly drink if that's something you enjoy. Like we mentioned at the tea house, this bar has an outdoor area that offers beautiful views and comfortable seating. On our sailing in late February, it was very cold, so not many passengers were utilizing these spaces. Jumping over to portside is Chef's Garden Kitchen. This specialty dining restaurant consists of the first at-sea hydroponic garden. A hydroponic garden is a method of growing plants without soil. They use these plants and herbs they grow in all the dishes you order at this restaurant on board. The food here was mouth-watering. It tasted so fresh, so delicious that we still think about the food we had here to this day. Just aft of Chef's Garden Kitchen is Elixir Mixology Bar. Here you can find specialty crafted cocktails with a twist. This bar was so full every night. We're not really into cocktails because they're usually just really sugary, but other passengers seem to really enjoy this bar. And just like everything else midship, here's another outdoor area for you to enjoy. Portside, you'll also find the MSC Excursions Desk, and through the doors, we are now entering the World Promenade. On portside, when you first enter, is the Coffee Emporium. Do note that the coffee and pastries here are an extra charge. We did try the coffee and we can say it was genuinely delicious, but most of our sailing we opted for the included coffee or the specialty coffee included in our drink package. Right across on starboard side is another specialty dining venue called the Fish Market. During our 7-night sailing, we did not eat here, but every passenger we talked to raved about this place. They also have a grab-and-go window you can stop at for a quick bite during the day. Also, in the World Promenade, there are 3 shops you can visit if you felt like you haven't spent enough money on board already. Aft in the World Promenade is the end to the 11-deck dry slide, the Venom Drop. Aft on starboard side is Sweet Temptations, where you can get your sugar rush fix. They had just about any and everything to fix your sweet tooth cravings. Here you can find multiple different stations to order from, but there was always a line for each of them, so you will end up having to wait if you wanted to purchase anything. Over on port side is the Malt Lounge, also known as the Lanai Bar. This bar has so many places to sit, and although in this video it looks pretty empty, at night there was never a seat open. If you go in between Sweet Temptations and the Malt Bar, you'll be standing right in what MSC calls the Lanai. The Lanai is essentially just an outdoor open area where you can hang out or get incredible views off the back of the ship. The Lanai also offers 2 seating areas, one behind the Malt Bar and one behind Sweet Temptations. There is no deck 13 or 17 on the ship because they are both considered bad luck, so decks 9 through 16 are all staterooms. Speaking of staterooms, let's drop by room number 237 on deck 10 to view our interior balcony cabin. Our stateroom balcony overlooked the World Promenade and we actually really enjoyed it. Our room was very spacious with tons of closet and storage space. Being that it was a 7-night cruise, we unpacked everything from our luggage and still had extra space for more. The bathroom in our stateroom actually had a pretty big shower for a cruise ship. Our balcony was also so large. The only downside to our room being here is that it was right next to the palm tree lights in the World Promenade, so when they did turn them on, they were bright. Luckily, our room had blackout shades, so that wasn't too big of a problem. Speaking of palm tree lights, you definitely want to make sure that you catch the palm tree light show they do every night. It's only about 3 minutes long each night, but it was really cool to see how MSC utilized these lights not only for decoration, but also for entertainment. All the way up on deck 18 forward is all staterooms and one of the 7 pools on board World Europa, the Botanic Garden Pool. Like we said, it was really cold on our sailing, and this pool is actually heated, making it one of the most popular places. Here you'll also find 2 hot tubs. Just outside is the second and main pool of the 7 on board. Here there are 37,000 square foot of pool deck, but being how cold it was, this area was not really utilized. On the second level of the pool deck, you can also find 2 hot tubs that were almost impossible to get in because they were so full. On the pool deck, you'll find these 2 areas that you definitely want to stop by. One is a gelato / ice cream bar, which is an extra charge, but so worth it. And on the opposite side, during the day, they have quick bites to eat. Even with it being so cold out, you know we had to stop and get our sweet treat fix with a cup of gelato. Deck 18 aft is one of the 2 buffets on board World Europa. Also, stay tuned for later in this video where we tell you the best hack to get in quickly. All the way aft on deck 18 is 2 more pools and the Zen Bar. This bar offers beautiful views overlooking the World Promenade and the back of the ship. If you're a Zen Bar and want to feel a little bit of adrenaline, walk all the way aft and you'll find this clear bridge. When you walk across and you look down, you will see the lanai. Would you be brave enough to try this? Let us know down in the comments, and if you have tried it, drop a cruise ship emoji to let us know. Deck 19 forward is Top Sail Lounge, Yacht Club staterooms, and the second level of the Botanic Garden area, which consists of the Botanic Garden bar and table games. Being that this bar is the closest to the indoor heated pool, it was always very busy in here. Midship is Do Re Mi Land, which consists of multiple kids and teen clubs, a Lego room, a Formula Racer, and the Hall of Games. Aft of Do Re Mi Land on deck 19 is another buffet, which is accessible from inside or outside and has lots of great seating options. Forward on deck 20 is all Yacht Club access only. Midship is the MSC gym, the box bar, the surfers bar, and the Sportsplex. The Sportsplex is a multi-use area that always has so many different activities going on. We were only here to enjoy go-karting, but we definitely had a blast doing it. We highly recommend going go-karting at sea if that's something you'd like to do. Aft of the sports park is the Aqua Park and the beginning to the Venom Drop Slide. The Venom Drop Slide is an 11-deck high dry slide. As soon as the slide opens until it closes, there is always a line, so we would suggest going right before it opens or during peak activity times when passengers are elsewhere. Deck 21 and 22 forward is more Yacht Club access only. An honorable mention on World Europa has to be the elevators they put in. There are no deck buttons on the inside of the elevator. Instead, there are screens outside the elevator and you click a floor and it tells you which elevator to go to instead of everyone cramming in one elevator and trying to press all the buttons. World Europa also has lots of hidden gems and hidden areas. We're only going to mention a few so we don't ruin all the hunting for you. Starting off with a hidden gem, these panoramic elevators quickly became our favorite elevators on the entire ship. Despite offering beautiful views, they only go to deck 8, 18, and 19, making it an optimal way to get around. Deck 8 will drop you at the World Promenade. If you go up to deck 18, you can stop by Zen Bar or even get into the buffet on this floor without having to wait in the line. Here's how you do that. Take the panoramic elevators to deck 18, walk towards port side and enter through the back area of the buffet, and you won't have to wait in line just to get food. The first hidden spot we're going to give away is on stateroom floors. When you're on your stateroom level, walk all the way aft and you'll see these doors which lead outside to this beautiful balcony area. Even though we had a balcony room, we found that this was a really nice place to come and just stare out into the ocean. The next hidden area we're going to give away is that there is a speakeasy on board World Europa. We're not going to tell you how to gain access or all the details, but here are some clips for you to enjoy of our time here. And this place is a secret, so we really can't give too much away. We visited the speakeasy on gala night, so it would feel like we were really in the era. The menu is limited, but every single drink on that menu is displayed and brought to you in such a crazy way. Keep in mind, even if you have a drink package, the drinks here are not included. They had live music and they only had a certain amount of passengers per time, so it was never busy or overcrowded here. If you know, you know, and if you don't know, you need to start doing some research. If you can gain access to this area, we promise you won't regret it. And with that being the end of the tour of MSC World Europa, drop your thoughts of the ship down in the comments, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell to see what else we have in store.